Hey, what is up everyone? Danny and Alex. Today, we're going to talk about Jiu-Jitsu, but more specifically, let's cover some side control escapes. Okay, so escaping the side control essentially means you got your guard passed, right? So keep in mind that the best escape is guard retention. If you're able to improve your guard position, this is something I want to stress before we look at some techniques, is some students will often ask me, hey, professor, what's the best way to escape the mount or escape the side control? And although we do have many variations that might help you, the best position is the guard. If you can improve your guard positioning, you improve the different types of guards you're going to play and retain those positions, then you won't have to deal with the side control escapes. But we're still going to cover a few ways that could help you out, although you might make some mistakes, especially if you're a white belt starting out in Jiu-Jitsu. You're going to get your guard pass, right? Even if you're higher ranked, you're going to get your guard pass. It happens to everyone. So you have to understand what happens when we get there. So today we're going to try to cover a couple techniques. We're going to start with a basic guard recovery position, okay? So what Alex wants to do is take care of my hip by framing his elbow, hiding that arm inside so I don't trap it, and also take care of the opposite arm by hiding it just underneath, just in front of my shoulders like this, underneath my chin. So this is called a framing position. So as he's framing me here, if I try to put more squeeze on him, it becomes more painful for me, right? So this is the first step and the first line of defense. The second thing he wants to do is, as my knee is glued to his hip, he wants to be able to use what we did in the previous video, showed you guys the essential movement of the shrimp, that hip escape. So he wants to be able to hip escape away so he creates distance, so this knee will able to come right in front and frame my hip, okay? So arms are framing, and now he's gonna hip escape away to create that distance right here, to bring his knee across, and now he can frame using his leg, pull the arm away, and now free his legs, and now we are back into the guard position, which I talked about earlier, which is the best position if you're on your back. So once again, make sure you're framing the hip, framing the upper body. Now shrimp, bring the leg inside, and now you'll find that this elbow is in the way, so all you do is, as you gain your posture back up, you'll be able to create some space and return back to your closed guard position. Now this next technique we're going to review is preventing a tight connection. So I'm going to show you a little trick. Is the arm that's going to go in the underhook position is of primary importance for me because number one, it's going to help stabilize my position, but it's also going to set up some attacks on the far side. He wants to prevent this arm from attaching to the palm. So he's going to block this arm, trap it, and create a frame using his knee here. So now his leg is much stronger than his arm, so now he can release and grab a nice spider grip on my sleeve. Now I can't push forward and I can't pull this arm back, so kind of stuck here. But he doesn't want to stay here. He wants to recover that position once again. So what he's going to do now is shrimp, just like in the previous technique, create space, frame my hip, bring his knee in, recover the guard position, and sometimes from here, you're just going to place both feet on the hips and now start to play the open guard or maintain grip on the sleeve and adjust the grip on the opposite sleeve, so now you can play spider guard, for example, or whatever guard you want to choose. So let's take a look once again. I was passing his guard. As I got to here, he blocks this one, traps it, and frames it. This is very important to do this technique. Frame using your leg. Now gets a grip, and now from here he can shrimp, keep control of this sleeve, maintain his guard position, and if you want the close guard, you just swivel right out, back to square one. Okay, I want to show you something else. This time we're going to use our legs to return back to the guard, and we're going to roll away from the opponent. So instead of facing them, we're going to roll away, right? But watch the details we're going to show. So when you're here, the arm that must free itself is the one on this side, where my hip is. So he needs to swim his arm inside and bring the palm in front. Now I can't control this arm. Now he's going to start to push, and as he pushes, he frames me away, right? Now you're thinking, well, I'm going to continue driving or going for his back. But what he needs to do is start to walk his toes away and regain the guard position once again. All right, so if you saw that motion, it's almost like we're doing a rainbow with that far side leg. So basically it comes back to the fundamental video of inversions, right, where we showed how to front roll, back roll, as well as side roll. So those movements are essential because these are going to allow you to do escapes such as this one. Let's take a look one more time. All right, so from here, he escapes his arm. He's going to start to turn away from me by framing me. And now, watch his toes. He rolls, and now he catches me back into the guard. Now, sometimes, depending on how fast I'm going to try to follow him, it's going to be the closed guard. Other times, it's just going to open back into the open guard. And other times, I might have one arm where he's going to land right into a triangle choke, right? So it all depends on the reaction of the opponent who's on top. But the basic notion in this technique is to show you guys a different option to go back to your guard position when you're stuck in the side. All right, the next technique we're looking at is what we refer to as the turtle turn. So basically, Alex is going to turn all the way from facing the ceiling to facing the mat by using his body and turning onto his knees, right? So as he turns here, he's on all fours, but what's really critical is to make sure you're chasing the back leg, all right? So notice how he went for the inside leg, and now he goes palm to palm, keeps the head on the inside, but keeps a nice posture here because he doesn't want me to start pushing like this. And now all he needs to do is drive forward to bring my hips to the mat, and now make sure I don't use this leg to free myself. So he's going to pin that knee as he's passing the guard position and gains the side control. So once again, he dives inside, turns onto his knees. Now from here, nice firm grip using the palm to palm. Now he drives my leg off the mat like a single leg, but traps this knee by pinning it as he's passing around the hips to stabilize the side control this time. So there you have it, guys. Some side control escapes, few variations for you guys to have it in your curriculum of techniques. Guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Leave us a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more videos just like this one. Until next time.
See you guys in the next video.
Take care.